28. 28 is a 28-10-1 number, and it's crowned with success, it's leadership, it's striking out alone. And this morning I've literally just finished teaching the Tai Chi, and before I started teaching I was aware of the poem that I wrote about paths, and I'll share that on my page today. But this poem that I wrote was about, your path is the path of happiness, that we choose our path according to our happiness, what makes us happy. And this morning I thought, nobody told me that. Nobody told me that when I was little, to choose what makes you happy. Choose what makes you happy. If anybody else has been told that, I think entirely blessed. But most of us have not lived that reality. Most of us have grown up being told that you go to school, you work hard, you get good results, you do well at your GCSEs, then you do well at A-levels, then you go to university, and you come out of university and you get a good job and you find a nice wife or husband, you live in a lovely house in a nice area, drive a nice car, and you will be happy. You will be happy. That's what happiness is. You'll have children. Children. You'll have children, and you will be happy. And so we're told this story, and maybe that story works out for some people, and they are happy, live happily ever after. I guess for a lot of people, that's not their truth. That's not their truth, that, they went to university and it did not make them happy, or they, kind of live in a lovely house, have a lovely car, nice wife and children, or husband and children, and they're still not happy. Still not happy. So understanding that our authentic self, our true nature, absolutely knows the path of happiness, and that when we are happy, we automatically give and share with others. That's just it. Because if you are happy, you're not depressed. If you're happy, so if you are feeling happy, you're not sad. If you are feeling happy, you are vibrant and more assured. The energy of happiness is connected with our true nature and our authentic self. So, when we're happy to do things for other people. When we're happy to take time for ourselves. When we're happy, we don't take notice of other people's comments and opinions and judgments. When we're happy, we're moving in the direction of good things, and and we just naturally help other people. So the path of happiness, very simple, isn't it? Very simple. Just choose what will make you happy. But the ego and the mind will say, but if I am happy, then I'm taking from somebody else. Or if I am happy and somebody doesn't feel happy, then that's bad of me. That's, it's selfish. It's selfish to be happy. So it brings in, so I'm aware when I do these days, sometimes I think the resistance to doing them is that I might say something that might be misinterpreted, because depending on how you feel will depend on how you receive the message. That's it. If you're struggling with the idea of happiness, and your core beliefs and your programming is that it's selfish to be happy, you really won't like what I'm saying. You really won't like it. If your life experiences have taught you otherwise, and your programming is now that is selfish, and that life isn't just about being happy, and you can't always be happy. That's ridiculous to always be happy, because sad things happen and bad things happen and everything else. And I get that. That's not what I'm saying. But if our intention is to be happy, if our intention is that when we make choices and decisions, we base it on that feeling, that inner feeling of this just feels good. This just feels right. But in order to do that, we have to get our nose and our business out of other people's business. You know, it's kind of a brutal truth, but mind your own business. Mind your own business. That's I'm not saying that to you personally, your choice. But in my awareness, you know, if I'm in somebody else's business, I'm not living my authentic truth. If I am stuck in opinions and judgments of what other people are doing and saying, I'm not living my authentic truth. I might wish to change that. And so from the inside, deciding and being aware of actions and steps and things that can help to shift and change things. But that comes from within. So this morning when I did the Tai Chi, very deep and profound, and I think day 28 is deep and profound, to be able to understand that our souls, our inner being, feels happy when we are being of service. We feel happy when we are looking on the bright side. We feel happy when we're sharing our gifts and talents. And it's up to the other person, it's up to the surroundings to decide whether that is, you know, right for them. You know, do they agree, disagree? You know, that live and let live. We're all learning, and we're all on different vibrations. And if we allow ourselves to choose our own path of happiness, then we give other people permission to do the same. You know, often our resentments come when we do things for somebody else, but they don't do the same back. So I sacrificed my time for you. I sacrificed my happiness for you. I sacrificed doing the thing that I wanted to do for you, and you're not doing the same for me. And if we switch that round and instead we say, okay, I choose to make myself happy, so you have every right to choose to make yourself happy too. And then the deeper thing is trusting that as we make ourselves happy authentically from a deeper place, not, you know, it's not making ourselves happy, going and drinking a lot of alcohol. You might think that makes you happy, but it's short-lived. Happiness is not, it's not a quick fix. You know, other things that we might do, but that makes me happy, not surface happiness. So I'm not talking about the things that are, you know, a quick fix, that, you know, oh, I know, I'll go buy myself a new dress, that will make me happy. And not external, not something, not a thing, not something from outside yourself. It's from within. It's from within. So, day 28, that was probably quite deep. But day 28 is about your path of happiness, and just observing when are you following your path of happiness, and when are you sacrificing, when are you off that path. And so the observations will bring the awareness, the yin will bring the yang. So when we're receptive and we observe, we find a lot of answers. So meditation, absolutely necessary. And not maybe, you know, sitting there, but just meditative ways of being. So, you know, we're all different, and I appreciate we're all different, but self-reflection, bringing the internal focus, observing, resting, recuperating, replenishing, that's an important part of them being able to give and to be yang, to express, to take action on the creative thought processes. So Do I have a Qigong exercise? Qigong exercise. Yeah, we'll reach up and connect with that higher part, because often we've lost even connection with what makes us happy. Often we're so stuck in duty and guilt and fear and sadness that it's a courageous step to do something that makes us happy, and a fearful steps are not, like I always say, necessarily easy. It's this uncovering work, this work of finding and connecting with your true nature is not for the faint-hearted. It's not necessarily easy. It will bring up challenges, but all of them worthwhile, because when you start to live from that authentic truth, from that authentic self, and you release from the restraints of programming and ideas and kind of the pictures that we've been given to live our life by. For example, GCSEs, A levels, university, good house, good job, nice car, nice husband or wife, and whatever else. So the Qigong exercise. So we'll start with our feet together, spreading your toes. I mean, you can just do this at any time. At any time you feel unsettled, I would suggest bringing your awareness to your feet. If the mind is really active, bring the awareness to your feet. Soak them in some water. Go for a walk, but feel the foot one after the other hitting the ground. Okay, so feet nicely planted, fingertips out to the side, crown of the head pulled up to heaven. Again, aware of that connection. Posture, shoulders back and down, head up, opens the heart, opens the solar plexus, opens that vibrant self, the vibrant self that we want to connect with, because that vibrant self, that authentic self, is not in pain. The authentic self absolutely gets it, absolutely. So we connect with that part of ourselves. We rise above. So just softening the knees, feet into Tai Chi stance. Connecting, breathing in, breathing out. Feeling the energies of the earth, the yin energies coming up through the soles of the feet. Connecting with the yang, the brightness. So being receptive, observant, reflective, but then bright, vibrant, fearless. And we bring the palms of the hands together. Breathe in. Lift onto the toes. Connect with that bright, authentic self. Open. Breathe out. Lower the heels, lower down. Breathe in. Open. Breathe out, down. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathing in, reach up, open, breathe out down and hold. So connecting with the truth of what happiness is for you, for your soul truth, for your joy, and knowing that radiates out to others. With your feet together, breathe in, gather, breathe out, push down to the solar plexus, breathe in, breathe out, push down to the base, breathe in, gather, breathe out, push down to the solar plexus, breathe in, breathe out, push down to the base, breathe in, gather, breathe out, push down to the solar plexus, breathe in, breathe out, fold in. Okay, so as always you can stay there and just breathe with that energy. So it's not selfish to be happy, and when we make choices from that place within, then we are our authentic selves, and people get to see our authentic selves. So then there is no discrepancy, because they get to know the true you, your passions, your likes, your dislikes, because you're living from choices that are in alignment with your true nature. Okay. Happy day 28.